This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Hey guys, Big Paul here today with a contest prep update. Down to 2 weeks left. Almost there. Getting towards the end. Honestly, I feel pretty good for being 2 weeks left. Look, a couple little hiccups this weekend, this past week, but for being this deep in contest prep, overall things are okay. We're going to dig into it in just 1 second. All right, I'm going to blast through this one. I'm kind of limited on time today. I usually ramble too much in these things, but my weight is down to 231 fasted. It was like 239, 238, some days 240 at the gym. I'm like it's wild how much more my daytime weight is when I'm not dehydrated. So if I were to weigh in for a show right now and step on the stage, I'd probably be in the high 230s, 237, 238. Too big for classic. But that's okay. I don't feel like I'm built for classic anyway. I wouldn't make the weight right now for classic. I'd have to cut down a good bit more to get into classic. I think it's 220 for my height is the cutoff for classic. So I don't see me making 220. Maybe. Who knows? Fasted weight right now, I'm sorry, blood pressure was up a bit. Checked it yesterday. It was 130 over 81. It's a good thing I didn't cut that telmisartan back. Somebody said, wait until you start that halo. Well, I started the halo testing this weekend. My blood pressure did go up. Holy shit, that stuff is good. Fasted glucose has been low. Once again, I've had a few times on my low carb days where I think I'm borderline hypo. I mean, it's been down in the 70s. Health overall, I feel pretty good this week. Sleep, this is the first week where I really had some nights where you get these. Anybody who's done prep before knows when you get really lean. I don't know if it's the being lean or if it's the lack of food or if it's the stimulants. It doesn't seem to be the stimulants because nothing has changed. If it had been the stimulants, it would have been the stimulants the whole time. I haven't added anything other than the halo testing. But when you get to the last few weeks of contest prep, you just can't sleep. I don't know what it is, but you just can't sleep. It sucks. I was wide awake this morning at 4:30. So I went to bed at 11 last night, and I was just up at 4:30. Did my cardio, did work. I'm productive. That's one good thing. I get a lot of work done. I did all my client check-ins this morning, and then did my regular job. So very productive today. All right, so progress pics. You'll see here. This is 16 weeks out at the beginning. It was like 275-ish daytime weight, like 270 fasted. High 260s fasted. I don't know. I was like 270 fasted, so maybe I was closer to 280. I don't know. So down to like 240 daytime weight now. Somebody kindly pointed out in the comments section, and I wanted to address it, how my one nipple is way bigger than the other. Thank you, dude. I don't even like giving this guy a call out on my channel, but everything he says is negative. So fuck you. Go somewhere else. But anyway, the reason why the one nipple looks bigger is because I have a little bit of gyno under it, dude. It just like I have a little piece. It's not quite as big as a marble, but the surgeon just missed it, and it just makes everything pop out. So I got to go get it cleaned up at some point. That's what's going on there. So fuck you, and I have gyno I need to get cleaned up. Side pics, you can see here where everything's tightened up. I'm pretty lean right now. There really isn't much left on me. Maybe just a tiny, tiny little bit of back fat. You can see I fixed my posing. Somebody was telling me the other week, I love all the critics. I always get people critiquing me, which is fine. It's what you sign up for when you do this shit. about how I didn't have a chest. And I'm like, well, I have a really big chest actually, but it's my shitty posing. So I've been working on cleaning up my posing. I actually appreciate you pointing it out because it made me realize that I'm not posing correctly. I'm not, you got to get this, for those of you, just a little posing tip. When you're doing your side shot, you have to rotate that back shoulder out to make your chest pop. And you can see here, I wasn't doing it on this pic. I am on that one. It makes my chest pop more. So literally, my chest looks bigger than it does on this picture here on the left. And the only thing I changed was turning my shoulder forward. I'm not bigger. You can see here the front comparisons to the side. I measured my weight. I had to go buy new pants. I'm down to wearing 30s now. Like 30s are even loose on me. So I have a pretty small waist. I will point out again, another one of the people who talked about what's going on with my stomach, the scar and everything. I've had multiple surgeries done on my stomach, so that's why my stomach is all fucked up looking. I had a massive hematoma in my stomach I had to get cut open for. I had melanoma as well. I had to get cut open for. You can see it over here where it's all fucked up, and I had to have a bunch of lymph nodes removed. Then I had some stretch marks there's some disformation from the surgeries and from just being a little bit overweight in my 30s, and I went and had a mini tummy tuck done to clean it up. It looks better than what it did before, but my stomach's just fucked up. It is what it is. It looks better than what it did. But I had reconstructive surgery done on my stomach to fix it. It's funny, you can't see it when I'm fat, I guess because my skin's all stretched out. But when I get lean, skin's a little bit looser, so you can see it. Back is loose. I have old man ass. I have saggy ass. It's the way my pants are. It'll look better when I get on stage with my trunks on. But everything's lean. Another critic pointed out, it said it looks like I have, saggy, I have stretch marks on my back of my legs. They're not stretch marks. They're just veins. I have that many veins on my adductors and inner thighs that it looks like that. Same thing with my stomach. Some of the stuff on my stomach that looks like it might be stretch marks aren't actually stretch marks. They are veins. I have crazy veins in my stomach. I just have veins all up and down my stomach. It's pretty wild. Here's some pics from the posing room at the gym this week under the better lighting. Not the shitty lighting in my house. You can see how my physique pops a little bit more. Same deal here on the side chest shot. I've been working on fixing this one as well. My side chest shot was not correct before. Really been focusing on getting my knee turned in and my hip rotated out so you can see my hamstring. I was pulling it back too far. I have crappy hip mobility. Well, it's not so much mobility. I have bone spurs in my hip, so it really hurts when I turn my knee in. It's pain. You can see the look on my face here. It's painful for me to do this. Same thing with the chest. My chest looks bigger in the side chest shot, and it's not because my chest has actually gotten bigger. It's because I am rotating that shoulder forward. I've been working on that. Something I've been cleaning up. I've been trying to keep tighter, keep the space in here tight, and open my back shoulder up, and that makes you look bigger. Posing, knowing how to pose makes a big difference, guys. And I'm not saying I'm an expert on posing. I'm a very mediocre poser. I can see problems in other people, but it's hard to do it yourself. But I practice posing every day. I can't stress that enough. So many people just roll into the show and they only practice posing, the last couple weeks. That's just a huge mistake, waiting till the last couple weeks to practice posing. I practice year-round. I know it looks a little bit arrogant, but I practice posing between my sets at the gym. I think people give me kind of dirty looks. Although I'm in a bodybuilding gym, so it's not as big of a deal. It's not like you're at the LA Fitness posing between sets and looking like some gym bro douche. But I try to practice between sets as well. One, just to get used to squeezing, because some of you dudes get gassed out when they're on stage posing. Diet, nothing changed. I mean, my diet's been the same pretty much for the last month. I'm doing one high day a week with 1,000 grams of carbs. Usually I have a cheat meal at the end of the high day, but Justin said no cheat meal, so it's just a low-fat, high carbohydrate day. Basically, it's almost zero fat and just a bunch of fucking carbs on on the high day. So we're just rolling that until the end, until peak week. So I'm actually doing a high day today. So one more high day, and then it's peak week. No more cheat meals. Cheat meals are done. Going into the last 2 weeks. Current PEDs, everything's the same as it was before. We just added in Halo, so it's 750 tests per week, 600 Primo, 300 Masteron, 150 milligrams of Tren. I've been doing. I ran the lower dose Tren experiment this year because I usually run between 3 and 450 on the Tren, and it makes me feel like shit. And I feel like I have not lost any results by lowering the dose of Tren. In fact, I think I look better this year. So. Actually, I upped the Arimidex to 1 milligram every day, so that's incorrect. 6 units of GH split in 3 in the morning, 3 in the evening. 1,000 milligrams of metformin, 1,500 milligrams of berberine, 30 milligrams of Anavar. Added 10 milligrams of Halo Testin pre-workout. I've never used Halo before. I subbed that out for Winstraw, and all I can say is, holy fuck. I don't know why I've never used that shit before. I was kind of terrified of it because I've heard horror stories about it making you mental, and guys just having horrible side effects. I've had no negative side effects from it, and it makes my workouts insane. My strength was kind of going down a little bit. I was down like 4 or 5 reps on everything and maybe like 10, 15 pounds on everything. Pop some Halo, right back to where I was before. Maybe even fucking stronger than what I was before on a few things. It is nuts. It's like pushing the turbo button. So I don't know. Humalog on high days. So just to help with the high carbohydrate day. I have a video up where I detail my insulin protocol, but I take Humalog every other meal on my high days. Fat burners, nothing's changed there. 25 milligrams of ephedrine 2 times a day. 1 Go pill from First Detachment Nutrition 2 times a day, which is caffeine and yohimbine. It's a blend of caffeines. If you want to pick up some for yourself, I really like it. It's designed to be used in an ECY stack, so you just need to get the ephedrine from the pharmacy. Pick that up separately, but it is on First Detachment Nutrition. I have a discount code AB10. If you want to pick it up. And 100 micrograms of Clen, no T3 this year. This is a cycle plan. We're at the end now. I just pulled out the Winstraw and using Halo Tested instead. Somebody asked me about when do I pull injectables. Those get pulled the last week. And it's not that there's some magic about pulling them that they dry you out, like some dudes think that it dries you out. The main reason we pull the injectables, all the esters are still in you. So the main reason we pull the injectables the last week is you don't want to end up with a fucking lump or an infection or swelling from a bad shot or a shot that hurts and you can't fucking walk or a big red spot. That's the big reason why we do that. Current training, nothing's really changed there. 30 minutes of steady state cardio 5 times a week, posing 6 times a week. We are going to start our water manipulation next week, so I am drinking 7 liters of water per day. Starting actually tomorrow. Going into the last week of contest prep, and then we'll pull water the last day or two. I'll go into detail about it. I'm going to do a whole prep. Our whole peak week thing. Show's June 11th. Right now, it's just mainly just don't fuck up. I'm pretty much ready. I decided not to do Masters Nationals. I just don't have it in me to do prep for another 5-6 weeks and go do Masters Nationals afterwards. I talked to some judges that think I might be able to get a Masters Pro card, but I don't know. I really don't care, to be honest with you. I know that sounds stupid. And maybe I'm delusional even thinking that I could get one. I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I just don't care. I'd rather have my summer. Having my summer is more important to me. And I'll do Masters, assuming I win the show this year, I'll do Masters Nationals next summer, I think. We'll see how it goes. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's really all I have for you. Thank you for watching. If you got any questions about the prep, put them in the comment section below. Take care, guys. For coaching or consultations, head over to www.anabolicbodybuilding.com to book your spot today. I can help you with optimizing hormones, fat loss, muscle gain, physique, athletic performance, nutrition, and health. For more information, shoot me an email at bigp3rd@gmail.com.